Hey everyone, so I thought I'd do another video on the Samsung Ecobubble washer and I suppose Samsung washers more generally as well. People keep asking about the icons or symbols, whatever you want to call them, on the machine. So let's have a look. Right, I've just turned it on. Let's just go to a most common one, right? So just dark garment. Okay, so over here, right, let's just start off simple. You've got your temperature. If I press the thermometer, you can see it goes 20, 30, 40, and then back down to here. Now this symbol, and this actually is really confusing, this setting, because if you look here, it doesn't actually say what it is in the manual, but you have to guess, right? So it says elsewhere, it talks about the Super Eco Wash cycle. So if I got to that and look, it comes on. That is the temperature for the Super Eco Wash cycle. So in other manuals, and again, it doesn't say in this manual, ridiculously, that is actually a 15 degrees Celsius wash. So don't know why they don't say it. Anyway, now let's have a look. If I just show you the Eco Drum Clean, that is the hottest that I know it goes to. You can't change the temperature on it, but they go 70 is the hottest this goes, and obviously that's for cleaning your drum. But you can see 60 baby care, that's your standard hottest wash. Okay, now next to it, and this button right here is the times it's going to rinse, and you can set a maximum of up to 5 rinses per cycle. So let's say baby care with 5 rinses at 60 degrees, 2 hours 40. Okay, so that is your cycle time. And next over on the right is the spin speed, as we'll come on to in a second. So you can set your rinse times and you just toggle it off, no rinse, 1 up to 5. Now it's quite hard to get the camera to focus, but up here, essentially, this is just a standard wash cycle icon. Okay, this one again matches the rinse option down here, so it's going to rinse. See, if I toggle that through, I find these buttons very weird to press. Come on, and you should see it goes off. So that just corresponds to there. Feels a bit unnecessary, really. And then this here is that it's going to have a spin cycle. And again, don't know why it's not next to it, but your spin speed is here. So, and that's the next button on our list, right? You can see that spin. There you've got the no spin icon, even though it says spin here. And you can toggle through the spin speed by pressing that. And that then, if it's off, no spin, just goes to this icon, which in itself is a little bit confusing. And when you see this at the end of toggling through the spin, it actually means that it's a rinse hold. So the water will stay in the drum. Your laundry will stay in the water at the end of the cycle. It won't drain it, and it gives you that prolonged soak. You'd have to manually drain it, okay? I don't know when you'd want to do that, but that is the option there. So again, spin just toggles that on. That's no spin, and you get the rest. The speed is at the bottom, and it adds time accordingly. Now the little hand icon over here, press it. That first option here, the t-shirt, and hopefully that's clear, actually is an intensive. So it makes your wash cycle, whichever one you're on, more intensive. And the manual says you want to use the intensive one, so the little t-shirt with the dirty stain on the bottom, whenever you've got badly soiled laundry, so clothes with mud stains, whatever, deep stains, try that cycle option. If I press it again, then it comes on with the pre-wash icon. Again, it's a little bit confusing. It just matches it up here, so you've got it twice. I'm not sure what the point of that really is. And just make sure then in the drum, in the detergent drawer, you put your pre-wash product in the pre-wash tray or part of the drawer. Okay, so you've got your pre-wash one here, you got your 2 for your standard detergent, and the middle is then like your fabric conditioner or softener. Okay, so these all correspond. Then over on the right, this button is your bubble soak. Okay, so you can see as soon as I toggle that on or off, that adds 30 minutes to this baby care cycle. And the bubble soak option, right, so he's got the bubbles in the tub, that is only actually available on a couple of the cycles. You can only get it on the baby care one, as you can see here, cotton, synthetics and denim. And it does add, according to the manual, up to 30 minutes to those cycles. So you've got your bubble soak, which is for, and they say in their manual, for removing a variety of stubborn stains, and it thoroughly soaks your laundry in water bubbles for effective washing. So again, if you've got like an alternative to the heavy solid one earlier, you can try the bubble soak for getting the most out of your, or the most cleaning power out of your machine. Look at the top, you've got the delay end option, and as soon as you press it, you can see it corresponds with the red little clock icon. That simply just sets the end time. So if you're going to be out all day, you can set it for when you want to come home. Toggle through. Goes up to 24 hours, which is quite handy if you've got a long day at work, for instance, and you want to come home just to laundry that hasn't been sitting there all day. Then below it, if we press this, now it's doing nothing on this cycle, so it's not available there, obviously. This is the easy iron cycle. Somehow it makes ironing clothes easier by reducing wrinkles during the spin. That's what they say on their website. Could not tell you what that means, but there you go. If I put it on dark garment, instantly I can put the easy iron setting on, and you can see it just reduces the spin speed as far as I can see, and therefore the time. So another option, the spin speed must therefore add to the wrinkles. And then the last ones to come onto are these at the bottom, right? Whenever you see these two, it's a long press. Okay, so if I press these two and hold them, you see the lock icon, child lock. So let's say at the moment, if I do that, I can just turn it. If I long press those two, so about 3 seconds, you can see the confirmation, and you can see I can turn it, but it's not changing because the child lock is on. However, it doesn't stop them turning it off. Anyway, and again, long press, and it's off. So all of these, they've got a, is it 4 seconds, maybe even 5 seconds. That one is to turn the sound on and off. Let's have a go. There you go, so you know you've turned that sound off. Some people quite like that because, let's say, the tune for finishing on this is like 30 seconds long. And you see, there you go. Right, the sound is back on. I find it quite hard to get these right because you just get no feedback on these buttons. They don't depress or anything. And then this one is if you've got a problem. Okay, this icon here actually connects to the Smart Things Washer app, which I've not used, but it says if you've got a problem, you want to go long press on that. See, I'm not sure it's even doing anything, but connects to the app, which I've got here. I can try it out. Okay, so it's the Samsung Smart Washer app. Let's have a look. Now, a bit confused by it all. I got it on Android. Okay, it just gives you ideas to try first of all, and then you've got to turn on your camera, see if it recognizes. You've got to point the camera at the washer. Bit confusing, but it's got to be on the Smart Check displays, which I haven't got working. And there you go. It says press recognition error. Yeah, it does say 3 seconds up here, but it doesn't seem to work. So that one really probably only if you've got a problem. But there you go. Hopefully you can get a bit more out of your machine. Check out my next video here for more, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.